I want to talk to you about a few cash advance apps for Android. And the thing is that if you're looking for cash advance this days, sometimes just a lot easier to go through your Android device to actually get the cash advance that you need, right? I mean, no need to actually go online to go on a desktop. No, no, no. Just go to your Android device and actually get your cash advance app. So here's a list I want you to pay attention to. The thing is that I want you to consider Earning. Earning is a top cash advance app for Android. And the cool thing is that what we love about Earning is that you are able to access $100 per day of your paycheck and up to $750 per pay period. That's a lot of cash when you think about this cash advance app space. Okay, so $100 per day of your paycheck and up to $750 per pay period. Plus, and that's the cool thing we love a lot. You don't pay any membership fees for using the app. I mean, because a lot of apps, they like to play their games where they actually charge you like kind of crazy fees for using the app. I mean, just using the app. Can you imagine that? So yeah, you don't pay any service fees, interest, or membership fee. That's because Earning uses a pay what's fair model where you decide how much you want to tip, which can be $0 or a small amount you decide. So they're not going to penalize you simply because you said no, you don't want to tip. I mean, they're pretty flexible with that, okay? But the cool thing is you have an app and they actually helping you out. Just help them out too. Next, I want you to think about Chime. Chime is actually a cash advance app for Android, and but normally this company is known for its high yield savings account and also lack of banking fees. So Chime has a banking arm on the side, so that's an important element to think about. And also with Chime, you have a feature called a Chime Me Spot Me, not Chime Me, Chime Spot Me, and this Spot Me feature allows you to overdraft up to $200 without paying any fees. That's kind of cool because I mean, life goes on, things can happen, and it can be really crazy to actually pay a bill at the end of the month. So that Spot Me actually can be a big saver, okay? And Chime actually is rolling out a new feature called the Chime My Pay, and if you get approved, this lets you get up to $500 of your upcoming paycheck. So this is kind of cool. And again, we are speaking here about no fees at all. Like they're not trying to really play games with you with like there's no fee, there's no credit check, no interest. That's really good, especially if you are looking for a source of a quick cash to actually work things out. Maybe at the end of the month, you got to really take care of an emergency bill, blah blah blah. That's important. If you're looking for the best cash advance apps for Android, I want you to think about Dave. And this is the cool thing about Dave is that Dave lets you borrow up to $500 instantly. No questions asked. Okay, instantly. You get your cash right away. And you can use the cash to cover larger expenses like your car breaking down or even paying rent tomorrow. I mean, again, as I said earlier, stuff happens, life happens, okay? And the cool thing about Dave also is that you can slowly build your credit score as you repay the money you borrowed. And Dave only charges a $1 monthly membership for its services. That's pretty manageable when you think about it. Okay. Now just know that you pay small express fees if you want your cash advance instantly. Otherwise, you have to wait a day or two for money to deposit into your account. That's kind of cool. And so Dave also has budgeting tools kind of similar to Brig or even every dollar. Okay. There's also a side hustle section where you can find local cash gigs or online money making ideas to increase your income. So that's really good. Next, you have Clover. So if you're looking for cash advance apps for Android, Clover is actually a great place to be because Clover is actually a budgeting and cash advance app that lets you borrow up to $200 against the upcoming paychecks. And the cool thing about Clover is that it doesn't have any mandatory fees, interest fees, or credit check requirements. So you get your cash really fast. So the thing I want to say also is that you are able to borrow $50 or more after you connect your bank account to the app, even if your next paycheck is 2 weeks away. So the thing is that Clover wants you to really establish a banking relationship with them. In other words, they want to make sure that you have a bank account, right? And now just note that money takes about 3 days to reach your account. you can get $50 instantly, but you need to pay a fast transfer fee that can get a bit pricey. So you got to really ask yourself why you need the cash in the first place, okay? And but now when you think about Clover, I want you to go beyond a regular cash advance app for Android. You also have a budgeting app. So you can, if you pay $3.99 per month and you upgrade to Clover Plus, you are able to have access to perks like access to a financial advisor as well as credit monitoring. So that's kind of cool. If you're looking for a cash advance app for Android, I want you to think about Brig. And Brig is a great great and popular option. And the cool thing is that you have a lot of big players, a lot of celebrities back in Brig. As a matter of fact, Ashton Kutcher and Kevin Durant, they are actually behind this app. And but Brig is more than just some app for Android with famous backers. For starters, it lets you borrow up to $250 as a cash advance instantly without a credit check or a paying interest. So that's kind of cool. And what's great about Brig is that it can also help you build your credit score while you save with its credit builder program. Okay, and so that's really good. And so when you think about Brig, think about one of the more comprehensive apps that loan you $50 or more, and you are also able to access side hustles as well. Okay, and the free Brig plan includes budgeting tools and financial alerts. Brig Plus costs $9.99 per month and lets you borrow cash and build your credit. That's kind of cool. I mean, you are borrowing and building your credit at the same time. Next, you have Current. So if you are on the market for a new mobile bank and also want to borrow $50 instantly, then Current should be on your radar. And so this fee-free mobile bank lets you earn 4% APY on up to $6,000. And with Current Overdrive, you can overdraft up to $200 without paying any fees at all. So this is an important element to think about. And so this is not really the same thing as an instant cash advance. And your limits starts at $25 once you set up a qualifying deposit. However, Current does help you stretch your money if you are in a pinch, and that's really good. And one thing I want to say also is that you got to really ask yourself, going back to what I said, you have to really ask yourself, what are you after? When you want a cash advance app for Android, do you just need a cash advance app, or do you need something else? I mean, if you need other services, then you got to really think about that from a holistic point of view. That will help you a lot, especially when it comes to getting the job done. That's an important element to think about. If you're thinking about a cash advance app for Android, I want you to think about Albert. And what we love about Albert is that basically, think about Albert first as a fintech app, right? And this app has lending, banking, and investing features all wrapped into a single app. So it's not just a cash advance app for Android. It's also a lending app for Android, a banking app for Android, and investing app for Android. So with the Albert app, you can get your paycheck up to 2 days early to help you if you are in a tight spot. And, boy, we've all been there, right? I mean, being in a tight spot. Plus, you can get up to $250 in fee-free cash advances without needing a credit check. Excuse me. So this is really good. I mean, so when you really think about it, the lack of interest payments, a credit check, and late payment fees is what makes Albert great across the place. Plus, you can start investing with just $1 with its investing options to actually put your money to work. Next, you have Cleo. So if you're looking for a cash advance app for Android, I want you to really think seriously about Cleo. And the cool thing about Cleo is that you can actually download you can go to your Google Play Store real fast and actually download Cleo real fast too. So if you are still looking for a $50 cash advance app to try out, another option you can try is Cleo. And Cleo actually, when it started, it was actually an AI-powered budgeting assistant. And during COVID, they actually expanded their the platform expanded its capabilities. So now it's really cool because besides budgeting, you are able to actually rely on Cleo also for cash advances. And Cleo has also a range of other features like a credit builder, automatic savings tools, and a feature called Spot Me. Sort of it's similar to what Chime has Spot Me. So with Cleo's Spot Me, you can get up to $100 from Cleo without interest or credit checks. So first-time users generally qualify for $20 to $70, and you can unlock $100 after paying back a Spot Me. So that's really good, especially from a scalability point of view. And so eligibility depends on several factors like previous paycheck history. And note that Cleo Plus costs about $5.99 per month. So that's something to really think about. If you are looking for the best cash advance apps for Android this year, I want you to really consider MoneyLion seriously. I mean, not because MoneyLion is the best of the best, but simply because of flexibility, but also speed. Okay, so you can use MoneyLion to borrow $50 instantly, and so this is actually MoneyLion is a newer mobile app for Android with a host of features. And with this app, you can open its fee-free checking account called Raw Money, and you can also get your paycheck up to 2 days in advance. And you also get a free ATM withdrawals at 50,000 ATMs or more, and you can even run up purchases to automatically save more money. So that's kind of cool. I mean, run up is not a new feature. I mean, you have a lot of banks doing this back in the days, like 20, 25, 30 years ago. I mean, Citibank, Chase, they had that sort of run-up feature 20 years ago, or even 30 years ago for that matter. But the cool thing about this MoneyLion app is that it really automates the whole run-up process really fast. Okay. Plus, with its instant cash feature, MoneyLion lets you borrow up to $250 without interest, fees, or a credit check for that matter. So that's really cool. And you start at a $50 cash advance limit, but as your account gains more history and payments, you can increase your limit. So the thing is that it's all about establishing that rapport, right? It's all about establishing that flexibility, that relationship. And once everything is fine and MoneyLion is comfortable with your account, they'll unlock new possibilities for you. And this is how you grow your relationship with this cash advance app for Android. Very important. And MoneyLion actually also lets you invest in different portfolios that match your goals and risk tolerance. It's a similar concept to apps like Acorns. So it's nice that the app has features for building wealth, savings, and borrowing at the same time. So from a holistic point of view, this is a very good work. And also from a long-term point of view, fantastic work. So I just shared with you the best cash advance apps for Android. Let me give you a few considerations before we actually close to this conversation. I mean, if you're looking for a cash advance app for Android, and for any reason you can't find one that really fits your situation, don't panic though. I mean, it's all about flexibility, but it's all about having options also. I mean, even if you're not really good in terms of budgeting, you have no idea how to really budget your money, you'll still have a lot of options. Okay, for example, you can actually tap into your emergency fund if you have one. So this is kind of cool. And when I speak about emergency fund, financial advisors actually recommend having a fund like this, and this can be 6 months to 12 months of living expenses. Okay, because you never know. I mean, everything can happen, and we live in a crazy world, and your idea is to actually protect yourself. You can also try get paid to websites. So you have branded surveys, Swagbox, you have Survey Junkie, PineCon Research, you have Free Cash. So you have a lot of possibilities, especially generating extra cash, right? Now, but the thing is that it's not just about generating the extra cash, but it's more about how do you do it consistently, because it's not about one-time thing or whatever. No, I mean, of course, you do not want to have a cash problems all your life, but if it happens that you have your that kind of liquidity problem, and you want to go to let's say a cash advance app for Android, you really need to have the strategy in place. One thing for sure, when it comes to liquidity management, cash in and cash out, you always have the option to resort to a loan, right? I mean, if it becomes too complicated, you can just go to you can just go to a lender and get a loan, and actually, especially if you have a good credit score, then you can just change your work, or your line of work, all of a sudden, and that way you actually have enough power, because it's a power issue, and you do not want to really lose that power because you don't have access to the cash that you need. So that's an important element. Also, if you are looking for the best cash advance apps for Android, you might also think about the gig economy apps. I mean, you can actually make $50 or more in a day and actually get paid the same day, right? So, let me give you an example. A gig like DoorDash or Uber, they have the work has instant pay options that let you cash out daily earnings for a small fee, and some goes for a letting grocery delivery service Instacart. So that's really fantastic. And those gigs can make $50 in a couple of hours of work. And options like Uber Eats and DoorDash even let you deliver via bike or a scooter. So it's more flexible. Okay, it's all about how you really like establish yourself and get your paperwork done real fast. So this is an important element to think about. So you can also sell your own stuff, or you can actually rely on friends and family to sort of help you go through the temporary problem, right? I mean, because otherwise, how do you know the what the problem really is in the first place? So you want to have a clear idea about that, and you also want to mention what works on one site versus another site. So here's a coda to this conversation. I'll share with you the best cash advance apps for Android. I give you the list, the considerations, and now the coda. In terms of the list: Earning, Chime, Dave, Clover, Bright, Current, not Bright, Brig, Current, Albert, CEO, Cleo, and Mighty Lion. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.